Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much guys. I can see my subscribers increasing. Like, nothing gives me more joy than seeing my subscribers increasing, which means I might be doing something right, and I don't know what that is, but I'm just happy about it, and I'm very grateful for those who have subscribed. So before I start this video, or rather before I start talking what I have to talk about today, I just want to say that I hope I'm audible enough. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, just type it in the comment section before you maybe drop a comment regarding the topic rather I'm going to talk about. Because in my last video, somebody commented that she was struggling to hear me, and I don't have a mic yet. I haven't gotten a mic because it's not cheap for the kind of phone I'm using right now. To get a mic that will fit this phone is not cheap, so I'll definitely get it sometime later, but I just want to make sure that I am really audible enough for you guys to hear. So yes, I think I am, because I am actually shouting. I feel like my voice is loud enough. So yeah, in my previous video, I'll leave the link up here or here somewhere, or in the description box below. I'll leave the link to my last video. I talked about how to belly bind after childbirth, and I showed you guys how to do that. I want to say that before you start belly binding, you should get a shea butter. They call it ori, some people call it ori, some people call it shea butter. Everybody knows shea butter. Get shea butter and apply it on your tummy before you start belly binding. It helps a lot. Shea butter does a lot of magic. We're going to discuss about shea butter sometime in the future, but yeah, that's just for that. So if you started belly binding already, it's not too late. No, just apply shea butter first before you start to belly bind. So yes, today I'll be talking about diastasis recti. I just hope I'm pronouncing it right, because I got to know about this after I had my second baby. I actually am experiencing it right now. So, and I'm actually working on it. There've been great improvements, and yeah, why not talk about it? So first of all, disclaimer guys, I'm not a medical personnel. I didn't study anything related to medicine. Like I said in my previous video, previous one video like that. I am an accountant and a data analyst, so I don't see. I've never even held a medicine book before to read of anything here. So what I say here is based off of my experience, what I experienced, and yeah, how I found solutions and how it helped me. And if you're experiencing something similar to what I experienced, this channel would help you, get a solution and yeah, get back yourself after pregnancy, childbirth, and during. Let's start today's topic. Let's talk about today's topic right now. So I'm talking about diastasis recti. Like I said, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, guys. Please, but it's abdominal separation, and this happens after childbirth. So if you had your baby via C-section, there is every tendency that you might suffer from this. Not 100% sure or saying that you might suffer from this, but like 80%, 85%, you might suffer from diastasis recti. For some persons it's worse, for some others it's very it's not so bad. Like mine, it wasn't so bad, and I'm correcting it right now. Great improvement. I'll tell you guys what I did that actually helped me. Yeah. So how would one know if she's suffering from diastasis recti? Is how I got to find out is I always examine my body. Yeah, I always examine my body all the time while I'm bathing. Every time I might even be driving, I might just touch somewhere. I'm just feel whatever I want to feel. It's not like I do it consciously. Sometimes I do it subconsciously. I just do it. Yeah. So after my second baby, I was examining myself normal, yeah, and I noticed that my tummy, just my belly button area, um was bulging, and it was so soft. Okay, that's fine, that's fair. Then whenever I cough, you know, or whenever I how will I explain it? It was just, you could see that something was going on around that um area of my tummy. So I got worried. I was like, what's this? Like, what's happening? I didn't experience this in the first one. I know that both delivery was not the same. My first and my second baby, it was totally different. But I wasn't expecting anything wrong to happen. Yeah. So I examined myself and I noticed that, oh, I was having, like, there was the separation, like I could feel it, you know. So how can you examine if you have that diastasis recti? Um, I found out at the hospital anyway. So you put your finger just above, maybe your index and your middle finger, just above your belly button, and one and the other hand under your belly button. So one here and the other one at the bottom. I wish I could show you guys how to examine yourself. I'll definitely change my outfit so that I can make a video or show you guys a video of how to, you know, examine yourself and know if you are suffering from diastasis recti. I will do that somewhere in between, guys. So I did that, and I didn't do that at first because I didn't know about all these things here. I went to the hospital and I complained, and doctor was like, okay, let's examine you. And he did that, and he said I should cough. So I laid back, shoulders down, and raised my head a bit, maybe like 1 centimeter or something like that, and then just cough. And then I could see that my stomach was bulging, and I was like, or rather he could see that my stomach was bulged, and I was like, oh, okay, this is really strange. So for some people they'll say it's normal and all that, blah blah blah, but there's something like, to me it wasn't normal. It was not normal, you know. I know that, yes, for the first, after childbirth, yeah, for the first few weeks, few months, you know, your stomach will be big, your tummy will be big, and you know, there's nothing to worry about as long as you're healthy, you're fine, doctor says you're okay, they've examined you and everything. But if you're like me, that will always want to check what's going on around my body, yeah, you would always notice that once it was not like that before, you will always notice a difference, yeah. So the doctor confirmed that I had diastasis recti. Not too serious according to him. I mean, like, he has seen worse cases according to him. So he was like, okay, I should do my research. Any question I have, I should just let him know. I should ask and all that. So I went online and I saw, he actually called it diastasis recti, and he said, you know, Google about it and then check for abdominal separation and all that. I was like, okay. And then I was so worried. I was like, oh my god, am I dying? Something going on. You know. And yeah, fast forward, I read about it and I saw that there are several things that you can do to actually, you know, correct everything, or to actually solve the problem. And plus, mine wasn't as serious or as bad as the ones that he showed me, or the ones that he spoke to me about. So what did I do? I was doing exercise. So exercise before I take my bath in the morning, in my bathroom, before I just jump into the shower, I'll just do some very good exercise and jump to the shower. Secondly, guys, I told you I was belly binding, right? That helped a lot. Yes, I'm not going to joke, that helped a lot. Plus, I was also wearing my waist trainer. I know that for some persons they'll be like, oh, it's not good, waist trainer doesn't really correct. It does correct. It actually did correct, or rather, I would say I am 90% there, 90% at solving this whole problem here. And I would say that my waist trainer actually helped me. I was very consistent, and I am still consistent. I'm not going to take it off anytime soon, you know. Yeah, I did some exercises, and plus I'm always busy. I'm always here and there. I'm always either driving or going for this errand, or going to do. I'm always like exercising my body. I might not be working out, like go to the gym. Everything I do that has to do with physical activity, to me, it's physical exercise. So I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying here, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that helped. I would say that there've been great improvements. The last time I saw my doctor, he was like, this is great, this is good. So I'm doing so well. Yes, I'm doing so well. So that's just it. For some persons, theirs is so worse that they have to do surgery, according to my doctor. And it is only surgery that can help. Tummy tuck, Yeah, tummy talk. Some people will go do tummy talk and they'll just correct it. Everything will just go back to normal. So they have to keep doing exercise, physical activities, crunches. What else? Oh, what else now? Yeah, apart from crunches, like core strengthening muscle exercise that you can do, I think there are other exercises too that you can do. So personally, yeah, I think you should see an instructor that can guide you. If the diastasis recti is severe, you need an instructor rather. Why am I rushing? You need an instructor that can guide you on these exercises. There's several exercises that you can do. The reason why I'm not mentioning all these other exercises because I did not try them. The ones I tried is the one that I'm saying right here. Yeah, so if because mine is mild, it's not that serious. You can also get an abdominal compressor belt. You know, if you feel that waist trainer is not good or it's not help you, you can belly bind. Belly binding also helps with the muscles. So it's just for your muscles to compress. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't understand it, I don't know. So what really causes diastasis recti? From my own research and from what my doctor told me is when your baby is so big. Yes, when your baby is so big, maybe you ate so much during pregnancy, and maybe because you had plans that, oh, you're going to opt for CS, you're not going to give birth, you're not going to have vaginal birth, you know, so you start eating and you just want your baby to be big. There's some people that will say, one of my sisters is like that, she will tell me that, oh, I want my baby to be very fat and big, so that when the baby comes out, everybody will be like, oh, chubby baby, oh, so chunky and everything, and baby very attractive. Yeah, people would like to touch the baby, people would like to get to, you know, be around the baby. But then again, the disadvantage is higher than the advantage. The advantage is that you want your baby to look good, healthy. For some people, yeah, when the baby is so fat, they tell me it's healthy. That's not true. There are some very slim babies, or I'm not using the word slim. There are some very small babies that are very healthy. They are even much more healthier than fat babies. As a matter of fact, fat babies, sometimes they have complications. Sometimes they cannot breathe, and they'll be struggling to breathe. So I just feel, just feed your baby right and let your baby be healthy. Another thing that can also affect the weight of a baby is if the parents, maybe the dad or the mom, is on the big side. So there's everything. You would definitely give birth to a big baby, because I mean, if you are big and your baby is small, they'll ask you questions. It's not the way the world is now. Everybody wants to do DNA to confirm if it's their baby. Anyway, guys, forget about that. So the point is, always eat less. Don't eat so much, like leave yourself and be eating so much during pregnancy, because this is one thing that you might suffer after childbirth. And always make sure that you do exercise after childbirth, like not hard exercise, yeah, like so hard that you want to kill yourself. You can start slowly. So if the diastasis recti that you're suffering from is not so is not, what's the word, is mild, it can wear off on its own without you doing anything. But if it's worse, if your doctor says, oh, this is really something that I think we should do a surgery, or I think we should do other things for it to correct itself, then I feel you should go ahead and, yeah, make a decision and solve that problem. Like I said, this is just based off of my experience. So how can you prevent, like I was saying earlier, how you can prevent yourself from suffering, or rather prevent yourself from having diastasis recti, is make sure that your baby is not overweight. You have to watch your weight. You know, you have to watch your weight. You cannot just leave yourself like that. And I know that in my video, in one of my previous videos, I said that the only time that you can be fat and you can let yourself be and people will not judge you is when you are pregnant and after birth, because I mean that period you can't really control what you eat and how you are at that time, yeah. But after breastfeeding, you can then work on yourself, yeah. But when you find out that you have diastasis recti, you have to make sure that you control your weight, and this happens after childbirth. So you know, for people that would like to exclusively breastfeed their baby for 6 months, the tendency for you to eat so much will be there is high, because I mean baby is sucking from you and you need food to stay alive, because if you don't eat, your eyes will turn you 360 and you will fall down on the floor. That happened to me after my first baby. So guys, you have to eat. But then again, just eat healthy, and watch your weight. You can still exercise and still eat and still exclusively breastfeed your baby and everything. Just balance everything, but make sure that you don't gain so much weight that you have to now cause complications connecting to this diastasis recti. Avoid bending over to lift heavy things while you're pregnant. It's not even advisable. Like, why would you bend over to lift heavy things? Do you want to die? Do you want to kill yourself? Then instead of bending down to sweep, maybe you clean your house yourself, and you have a broom. Instead of using a broom, you could get this brush that has a stick, so you could just, you know, sweep. I think it even cleans more stuff. I don't know. Depends on you. But yeah, it's not advisable for you to always bend, because that can also affect and it can cause diastasis recti. And if you want to exercise during pregnancy, get a gym instructor that is good in helping pregnant women with the right exercise. Don't go and smart and now do exercise like I'm a strong woman, nothing is happening to me. I've done it before. I did it in my past pregnancy, so this one now I think I should also do. No, every pregnancy is different, and yeah, it can cause complications as well. Some people might ask, so how do I know if I'm suffering from diastasis recti? I really don't know how you can find out if you don't examine your body or if you don't look at yourself. Because, okay, I'm using myself as an example right now, yeah? Like I said earlier, I always examine myself. So you need to examine yourself. You need to see, you look in the mirror every day. I mean, you dress up, you know, and please, this is not for only women that have had babies or pregnant women, or yeah. It can also happen to a man, it can happen to a child, according to my doctor. Yeah, so you can always check yourself. Like, if you see something very weird or unusual, like, why is my tummy, you know, I'm doing all sorts of exercise, all forms of exercise rather, and yeah, my tummy is still bulgy, like it's still protruding, like you could see, and then you keep, you know, you subconsciously just examine yourself. So I think you should do that to find out if you have diastasis recti. Like I said, I'm going to do a video. Yeah, I'm going to do a video. So I'm going to change my outfit. If you don't treat it, it can cause complications. So several complications. I think one is maybe back pain or pain during sex, you know, something like that. I can't remember right now, but if I remember before the end of this video, I'll definitely say what complications diastasis recti, untreated diastasis recti, can cause. So another thing that can also help is squatting. So I used to squat a lot. What am I saying? Squat. I used to squat a lot, Jerry. Even before I started having babies, I like the fact that, oh, you can actually squat and then your backside would increase. I mean, that's what we saw, and that's what people were claiming, that were increasing their backside. So I used to squat a lot, and yeah, I would say this can also help, because I mean, even if you don't squat intentionally, every other day you just do it unintentionally. Like, I mean, sometimes you just bend down or you just squat to pick up something, or you just, what am I saying, squat squat, I don't know which one is right. You know, and then you pick it up. So squatting can also help with correcting diastasis recti. But if your case is very severe, then you have to see your doctor. Yeah, you have to see your doctor. So the earlier you find out, the better. If it's severe, I feel, or I think rather, that it might result to you having or going under the knife. So there'll be a surgery that would happen, and yeah, maybe you can also opt for tummy tuck, so that it will just be flat and, you know, fine and sexy, like a woman that has never had a baby before. So it depends on you what you want to do. I feel your doctor will give you several options. Either you do a surgery, but I think what else is to correct severe diastasis recti? I really don't know, guys. I feel it's surgery that will do it. But if it's mild, like my case, very mild, you know, you just correct it by doing exercise. Like I said, core strengthening muscle exercise. And what else did I even do? Yeah, of course, belly binding, and I was always wearing my waist trainer, which I think helped me. Even though some people will say that it's a lie, waist trainer does it, I feel I think it did help me. It did contribute to yeah, where I am right now. You know, so I think that's all for Diastasis Recti. So I'm going to show you guys a video right now, and yeah. Reaction. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to check if you have Diastasis Recti. So yeah, I'm just going to lie down on the floor and show you guys how to check basically. So this is my waist trainer on. I always have it on. I don't take it out. So I'm going to show you guys now. So you lay on the floor. Can you see me? Okay guys, so you lay on the floor and put, raise your knees up, not flat but up, your shoulders relaxed, and you put this index and middle finger up here. This is the belly button and under the belly button, and then you cough guys. You cough when you raise your head up, like so if here is bulging, you could feel it, like maybe there's a separation in the muscle here guys. You could feel it. So the belly button is here, the index and middle finger of the right hand under, and the middle and index finger of the right hand, of the left hand rather, on top, and then so that's how to check if you have Diastasis Recti. If there's a bulging or if you feel like there's a separation of the abs, then you have Diastasis Recti. And the wider the separation of the abs, it shows that it's severe. But if it's not so wide, then it's a mild case that can be handled by doing core strengthening muscle exercise. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so very much. I tried as much as possible to be very audible in this video so that people can hear me before I get a mic. Hopefully in my next 4 to 5 videos I should have a mic. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video and if you benefited from this video, please give it a thumbs up guys. Give it a thumbs up. I mean, if the number of views I have can be the number of likes, can equal to the number of likes that I have, guys, I mean so what else? Please subscribe as well. If you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe and share this video if you feel like you benefited from it. If you feel like the video is very beneficial, please share it as well. And yeah, that's the end. Do enjoy your Friday. It's bye for now. Until next time. Bye guys.